Have you ever heard of a place so forgotten that even the wind is afraid to pass through? Deep in the jungles of Southeast Asia, there's a village called Khaimor, a place drenched in a silence that holds a terrifying secret. Travelers who dared to visit returned pale and trembling, whispering the same name over and over. The Sahlari. According to the few who remember, the Sahlari wasn't born evil. She was once a gentle girl named Lirana. One violent monsoon night, she vanished, believed to have drowned near an ancient shrine by the river. But days after she was mourned and lost, something returned. People started seeing a drenched figure among the trees, barefoot, dripping, moving with a slow, unnatural grace. Her long wet hair was plastered to her pale face, as if she had just risen from the river's depths. Soon after, a sound began to haunt the village nights. It was a soft humming, a lullaby, beautiful and terrifying all at once, echoing through the dark like a voice searching for someone it had lost. And then, the disappearances began. One by one, villagers vanished without a trace. The elders shared a chilling warning. They said the Sahlari had a terrifying gift. She could mimic any voice perfectly, especially the voice of someone you loved the most. She would stand just outside your door, calling your name gently, lovingly, tempting you to open it. And those who answered the call were never seen again. The only signs they were ever there were muddy footprints left behind on the floor and the faint, unsettling smell of river water lingering in their empty homes. The horror wasn't just confined to the village paths. Fishermen out on the river reported seeing pale, slender hands rising from beneath their boats. The nails were cracked and bleeding as they gripped the wood, as if begging to be pulled out of the dark water. In the village, dogs would howl at empty corners where no one stood, and lanterns would flicker and die whenever the edge of a red skirt was seen brushing through the shadows. The elder's warning became the village's only law. Never, ever respond when someone calls your name after dark, because the Sahlari does not hunt out of hatred. She hunts for companionship. She's lonely. As the years passed, families began to abandon Khaimor, fleeing the creeping dread. But not everyone could escape. One night, the Rathan family's youngest son heard what he thought was his mother's voice, calling him softly from outside. He walked towards the door, his hand reaching for the latch. But then, he stopped. He turned around to see his real mother standing right behind him, her face a mask of sheer terror, silently shaking her head. Just then, the humming grew louder, right outside their home. A pale, wet hand slid under the door, its long fingers scratching the wooden floor gently, like a polite knock from the other side. After that night, the family fled before sunrise. They escaped, but the boy never spoke another word. Years later, when the village was nothing but a ghost of what it once was, documentary teams and thrill-seeking explorers tried to uncover the truth of Khaimor. They were met with unexplainable phenomena. Their cameras and audio equipment would suddenly die. In the dead of night, they would hear voices whispering their own names in the dark. Some of their footage, when reviewed, showed something terrifying. For a split second, a woman could be seen standing behind them, only to vanish instantly. And on the audio recordings, buried under layers of static, was that same haunting lullaby the villagers once feared, humming through the speakers like a message from another world. The locals who live in the surrounding areas say the Sahlari no longer stays in the jungle. The village grew too empty, too quiet. She's grown lonelier, and now she wanders, searching for new voices to follow, new footsteps to trail behind. Travelers on remote trails have reported strange occurrences. Wet footprints appearing on dry rocks, the quick flash of a red garment behind thick bushes, and that chilling, unmistakable feeling of someone walking just a few steps behind you, mimicking your pace. One survivor shared a story that will freeze your blood. He was camping alone when he woke at 3 a.m. She was there, standing just outside the ring of his campfire, her form silhouetted against the dark. She tilted her head slowly, and then she whispered his name, in his dead sister's exact voice. He ran, abandoning everything. He later found river mud caked under his fingernails, even though he had never gone near the water. They say escaping her doesn't mean you're safe. It just means she's chosen you. She's patient. She will follow. So remember this story. If you ever find yourself walking through silent forests or near lonely rivers, and you hear someone call your name in a voice you know, a voice you love, do not turn, do not answer. Keep walking and don't look back, because the Sahlari is always listening, always watching, and always waiting for the one person who finally responds, so she can take them with her into the darkness forever. Thanks for watching. If you enjoy stories that explore the dark corners of our world, don't forget to like and subscribe for more. Stay safe out there.